Hi there. My name is Celine Smerling. I am truly humbled to be part of the Irvington Arts Incubator series. Maybe I can distract some of you viewers for a few moments. We have all been very stressed out and anxious, needless to say, and this earth has also been very stressed. So I will try my best. My dad is an architect, retired now, but when he graduated from Rhode Island School of Design's School of Architecture, he was awarded the Fulbright Scholarship to Rome, and later he became a professor emeritus. I'm just mentioning this because he is still my toughest critic. When I was young, he instructed me to always fill the page when drawing and try to use the better grade of art supplies if you could, and always be deliberate when I put a line down in a drawing. Although I drew all the time as a young girl, I wanted to go into science, maybe major in forestry or be an oceanographer. My brother and I faithfully watched The Undersea World of Jacques Cousteau, showing my age here, which is a documentary series. I grew up on the Rhode Island shoreline. I spent hours wandering barefoot on large rocks, collecting objects, and then resting in the warm sand. In spite of all this, my dad managed to convince me to go to art school. I was able to receive a very traditional and strict curriculum of painting, drawing, and sculpture. Our studio classes were about 3 hours each, and we had 2 a day. There was a strong concentration on human anatomy. We were frequently drawing bones and muscles and how they were interrelated units. My painting teacher set up the same still life for weeks. It needed to have the forms, cast shadows, proportions, and colors as close to the setup as possible. In some cases, we were to use only 2 to 3 colors. Over the years, I've loosened up. It is not that I don't appreciate the draftsmanship that goes into a very realistic style. I just gravitate towards a more gestural and spontaneous vision. I believe a person does not need to go to an art school to be in the visual arts. However, I cherish those years. I minored in painting and majored in illustration. I liked working in pen and ink and have not stopped drawing living things, be it animals, reptiles, insects, and plants. I especially like painting a series on one topic. My clock series is all in oil on arches, 300-pound watercolor paper. As far as time goes, to me it's so basic and fundamental to our experiences. The history of time basically goes back to our hunter and gatherer ancestors to understand day and night and seasons. There are so many theories about time, but for me, it is a way to see cause and effect, change, and even our identity, and how we make decisions. I also did a series of chairs. I feel that Chairs really have personalities, and they could, if only they could, tell stories. Chairs are a place to rest. They have backs, 4 legs, and some have arms. They promote comfort and at times better concentration. When my 2 boys got older, I went back to school for a master's in science in the art therapy program. Art therapy is a wonderful marriage of art and psychology. It's used to explore emotions, develop self-awareness, cope with stress, build self-esteem, and work on social skills. For me, doing the art is the therapy first. There have been many times that I have sat right next to a member or an individual doing the same directive. A directive is like an assignment or a task that someone asks you to do. Sat right next to them, sharing the same space, but not looking over their shoulder, and not talking unless they wanted to. A directive can be a very simple one, like make a design or drawing using colors, circles, squares. I also really like making a response piece of artwork from working with someone. It's like trying to put your thoughts on paper after you've met someone. How does that person make you feel? How can you describe them? Did they trigger something in you? Did you have any feelings of transference? Drawings, 2- and 3-dimensional art, can be so revealing. To use a metaphor, meaning ideas can float to the surface. Much can be told from placement, line, color, and of course the subject matter. I once, for an assignment, made a mobile called the Tree of Life. Small cards were filled on both sides, black and white on one side and color on the other. Each image symbolizes a relationship, an emotion, a struggle, or a conflict. My thesis dealt with graduate students working at Rockland Psychiatric Center and their color associations. This is what prompted my series, Dialogues in Color. I feel like my work has come a full circle from art school, and I'm always learning what really matters in life. Nature, to me, is beyond all teaching. Lastly, my most recent series looks at nature. I'm always learning what is important to me in life, what thoughts and subjects keep coming back. We learn about ourselves in nature. I know I feel as though I'm in really good company when I'm there. It keeps me company, as sentimental as that sounds, and keeps me strong on a basic level. So this is my small studio. That's actually just big enough for me.
What?
This is a piece I'm working on that I just started. And it's rings from a tree. You know how the tree has an age?
Yeah.
Every year. peaceful place. And I feel really lucky to have it. Jacob, look at this picture. So, one of my favorite all-time movies is To Kill a Mockingbird, and this picture was here when I moved in. And it looks just like Scout and Jen and Boo Radley, except for this girl's in the bed. It's very strange. I'd love to know where this photo's from.